So we can use those rules that we just talked about to work out the oxidation numbers of elements I haven't given you any information on. So those ones you know for definite or usual, and they're in order of priority. So number 1 was the most important, and we've gone down in order of priority. So let's try and work out a few. So just a little note, the oxidation numbers of all the elements in a compound must add up to 0. And the other point, oh sorry, that should be, I missed out numbers there. The oxidation numbers. The oxidation numbers of all the elements in an ion must add up to the charge on the ion. With oxidation numbers, it makes far more sense when we do some. So let's do some examples. So, let's do number 1. Let's do, okay, MgS, magnesium sulfide. Have I told you anything about sulfur? Nothing at all. Have I told you something about magnesium? Magnesium's in group 2, to give you a clue. So, what have I told you about group 2?
It's +2.
So magnesium is going to be +2. This is a compound, magnesium sulfide. So, and I've told you that the oxidation number of that one and that one must add up to 0. So what must the oxidation number of sulfur be?
-2.
Fabulous, -2. So they've always got to add up to 0. So let's do a slightly more complicated one. So number 2, let's do ammonia, NH3. Have I told you anything about nitrogen at all? Nothing. Have I told you anything about hydrogen?
Yeah.
Hydrogen is usually +1, but I've got 3 of them. So the key thing, you say the oxidation number of one of them, but I've got 3. +1 times 3 gives me a total of +3. For this to add up to 0, what must nitrogen be? -3. Fabulous. So the key thing, only give me the oxidation number of one atom. So although they add up to +3, if I said what is the oxidation number of hydrogen, the oxidation number of hydrogen is +1. And of nitrogen is -3. Right, let's do, number 3. Let's do an ion now, SO4 2-. Have I told you anything about sulfur? No. Have I told you something about oxygen?
Yeah.
Oxygen is -2. But I've got 4 of them, so what does that add up to? -8. Now the whole ion, sulfur and oxygen, has to add up to -2. So whatever sulfur is, -8 must add up to -2. So what must sulfur be?
6.
Sulfur therefore is +6. You happy with that? You can rearrange it if you like. Sulfur therefore equals -2. Shall we do one more? Let's do the hydrogen carbonate ion, like so. So this has got 3 elements in. Have I told you anything about hydrogen? Hydrogen is normally +1. Oxygen, we've said, is normally -2, but I've got 3 of them, which comes to -6. So I now know that 1 plus whatever carbon is, -6 has to add up to -1. So what must carbon be? Carbon equals -1 plus 6 -1. So carbon is going to be no, yep. So that's going to be plus 7, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're not equal.
Oh, I've done something wrong there.
Not equal 1, not 1.
Oh, plus 6, carbon, -1, plus 4. Sorry, yeah. So carbon is +4 there, because 5 - 6.